Greetings, everyone. Freaks, geeks, and everything hiding in the dark of the streets of San Francisco. We are here once again for a social. And this time we are being joined by Creed and um,
Perrin.
Perun. Change your nickname so I can see what your actual name is.
Oh.
I can't remember real life nicknames. Wait a minute. Is it? Yeah, okay, we're good. Like, I've had girlfriends where I don't even know their name till like a week dating them. There we go, buddy. Or Morgan. Yes, alright. So, we are here to. This is a past tense episode before the bunker incident and before the tragic events that led to Creed's possible not alivement. So, if we are all ready to have some fun and play with some toys, I say, let us begin with Morgan.
What?
Throwing you
Throwing
under
you
the...
on the spot. Morgan freaks out every time we get to the card.
Throwing you under the bus, buddy. Let's go.
At least I have to tell about this every time because it keeps wanting to start with me every single time. But no!
We like watching you squirm. You look cuter that way.
I don't fucking know what my character would do yet.
Alright, you want me to start?
Yeah, because he fell apart.
Yep.
I do that very
So... Read... Now you've got me saying it. So Morgan, of course. Nope, not Morgan.
You
God
are Creed.
Damn it, you guys. Yes.
Third time, try, buddy.
So Perrin, of course, is in his shop. Like always, just doing minor maintenance. He probably just finished the sale recently. Might have not been in person, might have been online. Perhaps it was in person. However, he is currently at the gun case arranging some of the weaponry, filling in some gaps. He has a suitcase nearby him, and he's making arrangements to add a new weapon to his display stock. Bowser is sleeping in a small, not even small, but small compared to him, dog bed, curled up in the middle corner of the store. He'll raise his head once in a while and just look up to watch as Perrin puts another thing away.
Okay, I guess on that scene, it is me. So, Valentine would have heard from her buddy Jenkins about this neat gun shop that's selling a lot of custom stuff. So, being an enthusiast myself, I would be at least checking it out, because of course you would. So, you, Creed, you would hear the distinct chime of your door, and because you never... Does your door have bells, or...
Huh?
Does it have like an electronic buzzer, or...
It has something like that.
Okay,
It
so...
gives off a little shock when it is entered. Not to you, just a little electrical static.
Oh, it doesn't make a sound?
Nope.
Oh, it doesn't go...
Nope.
Damn.
However, without looking up, he'll blink once, twice, then go, Officer Valentine, what do I owe the pleasure? As he turns around.
Hey. Oh, wow, this is your store?
Yes, indeedy.
Huh.
Welcome to the oddest end. We have pretty much anything you can imagine. And if we do not have it, we probably can get it for you. All perfectly legal, of course.
All right, I appreciate that. Just kind of. I heard from my buddy Jenkins that you had a good selection of unique guns.
Aye. We have I tend to buy the more exotic, the more rare, the more desirable pieces of a collection and resell them. I feel I do not have the stuff that you would normally have in a gun shop, but I have custom mods.
Why is there
I'm
points at a shotgun in the corner? Why is there a silencer on that 12 gauge?
drugs and goes because some people want a quiet shotgun.
Huh.
I never said anything makes complete sense. It's good you're here. Would you help me for a sec?
Uh,
You, I've heard that you're quite strong. He says this as he um opens up the case, the gun case, and gestures to the briefcase
what, you can't lift
and
it?
says he opens it up and it's a very very big shotgun. He says this one is quite heavy.
What is this? Her eyes, like, her simulated eyes diet, like, at least grow to the size of saucers. What is this?
Call it Mr. Boomy.
Hi, Mr.
I've
Boomy. May I, may I?
but normally I would not. I'm hesitant to let the clientele touch the merchandise until I can vet them, but given your particular relationship with certain certain organization, I see no need. Go ahead.
It's fucking double barreled?
Aye, as well as hardened to resist um, almost all but the most significant damage, as well as capable having several different capable mods add to it with the right money. Would you? But before we get down to business,
You see her,
would
like,
you
put it
like
up
some
to your
tea?
ear for a second? Sorry, what?
Would you like some tea?
What do you got?
And he'll walk behind the counter. As he does so, he'll press his hand down against a um, little indent in the back counter, and as he takes his hand away, this um, rotating display case rises from it, and you can see little individual sections
Hmm.
with loose leaf tea and a label on it rotate around, and there must be like 5 dozen different teas.
Huh. Oh, and it should be, I would say, or maybe around this time, a certain buddy of ours should come in.
Ring a ding ding.
Look, this place has all sorts of things like nice
There's literally cameras.
cameras, spy gear, um, it's a good place for inform. He also deals and trades in information.
All right. Well, Morgan's probably walking past, like walks past the store, stops, walks walks backwards a bit, looks in. And I'm just interested because he literally travels all over the fucking place. Probably hasn't stopped in here before. I'd imagine at least.
Do you see
Also,
the window segue?
Yeah.
yes, out of character. I have a question. You were at the club, right?
Yeah.
So you probably saw this robot cop who has a very distinctive look
Oh, she was
interacting with Christine's character and Cadence.
See, I know nothing about what happened at the club. Apparently, she was wearing a red dress and they were doing funny business. That's all I was told. They were doing. I was like,
You probably saw this cop interacting with
okay.
him.
So the cop was there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Cool beans.
And the cop is, when I say probably one of the more distinctive characters that you could probably spot anywhere, I mean one of the more distinctive characters that you could probably spot anywhere.
Like,
All right.
there's not a lot of full cyborgs that look like this.
Yeah. Also, then she might. He might. It might make sense for him to have spotted Christine from outside, like through the window, and that being the reason he stopped.
So is he coming in?
Uh, he's gonna pat his like check. Does he have a wallet on him to have an excuse to go in before? So it's not like, okay, I just walked in because I saw this person I saw hang out with the famous people before. But he's finding his wallet. He is gonna go in.
As you enter, the door gives off another small electrical puff. As
Bzz.
yep, as Perrin begins to glance up. However, before he can get to greet the new customer, Bowser will look up and give a loud bark as he stands up and stretches.
Christine is gonna freeze up. Eyes are like gonna dial like. She's gonna like. Yeah, she's just gonna hardcore freeze up, like almost jump.
Not knowing why she's so scared, but realizing that it's it's the sources from Bowser, and being the very
What
aware
breed is
character.
what is Bowser's breed anyways?
He's
Rottweiler.
Chihuahua.
Rottweiler.
Rottweiler.
Good God! I thought it was like a Pomeranian. God, that's
Nope.
even worse.
It's a Rottweiler.
What the fuck would you have Pomeranian?
I don't know. He sounded like a Pomeranian kind of guy.
He'll whistle.
It's
And
got a fucking
Rottweiler
chihuahua.
will come trotting towards him.
From like
Towards
where?
Perrin, behind the to behind the counter. So he will trot past you. But far, like, when I say past you, you're probably standing at the counter,
Yeah.
and he's going along the side of the store.
Should I have to roll for this?
You want to
It's-
resolve like his composure?
Fuck, let's do it, boys.
I should probably get in the roll 20.
What's composure, boys? What if I fail this? Oh, no, resolve composure.
Well, then we're gonna have an interesting situation on our hands.
Like I didn't like this dog's just walking right past. Yeah, no.
I mean, I
Creed-
can make the situation stop if it really goes badly.
Creed will, as he said, as Bowser walks past you, just go. That's just Bowser. He's a good boy.
All
He
right.
won't hurt you.
Please, 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 God. 4 successes. Okay. Whew.
All right. You're okay. He's the goodest of good boys. He is.
Yeah. Make sure I didn't accidentally just break the gun I'm holding.
Well, that's an interesting doorbell. Just bark.
He likes to keep watch on the folks who come in.
Wait, do we already know you?
No.
No,
Oh, okay.
he came in at a dark part. That's about.
He'll look over towards Morgan and go, "Welcome to the Oddest Ends. I'll be with you in one moment, sir."
Oh, don't worry. I'm just looking around.
Well,
Like,
most of
turn his head around, obviously.
most of my merchandise is in the back. We tend to take more requests than actual floor sales.
That's an
And
interesting business
and
model.
he'll just do about 9 or 8 large books, and he'll say, "If you would like to look through our current supplies, just let me know, and I can get you one of the books." And you do notice that they're labeled like A through D, E through L, and so forth.
Yeah.
And then he'll turn back to Christine. Christine, you can probably still see Bowser, who's basically has lied down at parents' feet, but you have a large counter between you and him now.
Yeah. I'm not that. I mean, he is just a dog,
Yeah.
so I'm not like
Yeah.
that mess. Like, yeah, but still, it's like I'm only after the initial shock, I'll be at least like okay-ish.
Yep.
So I'll
He'll
just
he'll turn towards you and say, "So, what's your poison?"
um, I'll have I'm terrible at out of character. I don't know tea names. Like I know Lipton and Earl Grey. I don't even know what Earl Grey is. So I'm just gonna
You
grab
can
some.
get a tea with literally anything in it. Licorice, mango,
He'll
fucking whatever. Healing.
he'll raise an eyebrow and then go, "Not tea drinker."
Oh no, I was about to say I'll just grab I'll grab some stuff that I know would be like good for nerves.
Chamomile.
So,
Yes.
a green tea or an herbal.
Oh, I love green
Yeah.
tea.
I fucking hate it.
You want to agree? Some sort of green tea. Um,
I'm gonna go back to like playing with the gun. So what mods you got for this?
right now I currently have in um, yeah, I can customize the grip to better suit you. Um, tilts his head and goes, I have 2 different cybernetic implants that may work with your current situation, no offense. But a remote firing startup solution, as well as an integrated aim assist program that can be loaded into most cybernetic eyes
Aim assist?
as aim assist.
Aim like a crosshair.
Exactly like a crosshair. It's originally designed to be loaded into a pair of cybernetic contacts, but I believe it can be directly loaded in. Of course, wouldn't want to do it myself because I'm sure you have people who would want to check the programming for any bugs or less savory things. I also have a mortar launcher barrel
Whoa, whoa, a mortar
that
launcher.
gives.
Like, what? You can just.
Oh right, I shouldn't have told you that.
No, no, that's fucking
Okay.
amazing. Wait. Mort, it just. What are you shoot?
Um,
I mean, I guess for home defense, a fucking mortar would work.
We're in the middle of a big city. Yes.
I've been
Order.
getting more interesting mods in recently due to some recent events, if you know what I mean.
Uh, yeah. You have a holy. I mean,
Um,
like, what? You got a holy water squirter?
Not yet. It's on the list as well as
Hold. Wait.
um
What? Okay.
a more the modern launcher would be undercarry. Um, I've also got being shipped in. I haven't got it yet, but I've got a unique bayonet system for that particular gun that one of my other clientels is currently working on designing.
Oh.
Let's just say it has a very buzz to it.
Are you telling me you're getting a fucking chainsaw bayonet?
Hey, you never know when you need a zombie apocalypse killing weapon.
That's. Tell me when it's in.
Oh, and finally, of course, there's an expanded clip barrel system for the gun,
Hmm.
just for when you want to just completely unload. And he gives a small wink of his eyes as he'll as he finishes this, he'll turn around and hand you a um green a cup in a nice little porcelain a thin nice little porcelain glass. It's it's more of an Asian glass, like, so it doesn't have the side handles. It's more made of like porcelain clay. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
With slopes and a um motif of clouds rising over an ocean on the sides. And the tea, as you take it, you can smell um, is a green tea with a hint of mint and lemon in it.
Oh man. Hey, I have a question. It's gonna sound really weird. Is that lemon or orange? I cannot physically tell.
Lemon, of course, with a
Okay.
hint of mint and ginger.
Oh man, there's ginger in here? Man, I used to have a great palate.
Nah, was that one of the things you lost?
Yeah, like it's close. I don't know. Some food is actually better, but in general, it's like you, I gotten used to it. But it's like, man, a lot of your senses get whack when they're
Well,
basically playing guesswork.
I've heard of he gets out a small laptop and begins typing it. I've heard of a unique um program. I'm not sure of its legality, but you didn't hear of this from me, but it's an underground program being worked on by one of the local synths. Yes, here it is. It's a taste simulator.
Ooh, see, here's the thing. Like about a year and a half ago, I did mess around with some alternate coding, and have you accidentally downloaded yourself a headache?
I cannot say I have.
It is the absolute nightmare. Your feet, like, no, I don't. Yeah, no, I don't. I don't play with those anymore. That went south really quickly.
If you ever get up the courage to, he'll finish typing on his computer, write down an address, and go center of Chinatown. Ask for Chung Li, expert, supposedly an expert um, in nanofield technologies and virtual simulators.
I'll keep it in mind. Still pretty sketch though.
Just don't go there as a cop.
Fair. Also a little disconcerting.
So stuff is perfectly above board, but
Eh.
you know how these types get.
She looks back to the gun. Hey, I heard you had a shooting range. Is that correct?
And I'll lead you there in one sec. Let me just make sure get my other guest here settled in. And then he'll turn and swagger over to Morgan and put on a lopsided smile and go, "Hello. Welcome to the Odyssey Ends. So, have you
Thank
seen
you again.
seen anything you like? Are you in the market for anything interesting?"
I was thinking of getting something to drive around in at some point. Not a car because, well, you have to pay taxes on that. But I don't know, Segway or something. Segways are dumb, aren't they? Yeah. Have you anything like that though? I'm not doing. I forgot to do the voice apparently, so just deal with it.
Hold up. Um, he'll blink and go, "How much are you looking to spend?"
Depends entirely on how much you can get it out.
You should totally
Well,
spec into flames.
From listening to your conversation, it sounds like something you'd be very interested in.
it's not particularly a segue, but we do have several. Well, I believe I can get you a segue if that's truly what you're interested in. Um, the recent market has been more geared towards less ground-based vehicles, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I do
The
have
thing is, I'm not a fan
several
of heights.
well, I do have several older Kiyosaki hoverboards.
That might be interesting.
Second,
You
actually.
sure you want
Um,
to do hoverboard though? She
Yeah.
kind of looks you up and down, like,
Why wouldn't it be on a hoverboard?
I
I know I'm not 12, but
I'm just saying I've scraped up enough people trying to do a 0G flip to know that
Oh no.
It's not for everybody.
I'm
That would not be anything I'd be doing, trust me.
with him. I'm looking more at a heavy stabilizer board. 1 second, please. And
Sure.
he'll head into the back. Um, and go. Then when he comes out, he carrying what looks to be. It'll be about 5 minutes before he comes back out. But when he does come out, he's carrying what looks to be a fairly large board. I'll post an image channel that has two smaller stabilizers towards the front, then two large stabilizers in the back, as well as two um, air boosters underneath to give it lift.
So I understood none of that, but
It's very
Look at the
safe.
image.
It's basically the equivalent of a tricycle with training wheels.
Yes.
except it's hopefully not a tricycle.
Look in imagery.
That looks horrifying.
Oh God. Chat. It looks like a freaking. It's like a cross between a snowboard and a spider.
It's like a wakeboard on crack. And flies.
Oh man, and why is it bright green?
So people can see you coming.
So, no, but that's
All right.
interesting. I'm really looking to stay close to ground if I can.
Stay close to ground. God.
If I want to go upwards,
You
I'll
look
take
like
cab.
a roller skate kind of guy.
Am I supposed to be offended?
No.
Are you sure?
Are you?
A little bit. I'm not sure why though.
Yeah, I'm just pulling your leg.
I kind of
Right.
figured.
Well, in that case, types into goes over to his laptop, types in, and asks. So you want a Segway? Sounds like you pretty much really want one of those. Now, do you want one with a handle or just a board?
I could go either way. I'll be real honest.
All right. Next question: do you want this capable of off-roading?
Yes.
All right. Next, what speed would you like it at?
How fast can I get it? I mean, obviously not so fast that my fucking eardrums are gonna pop, but you know.
Um, he's going to say, I can get you a DT, an old turn of the century, remodeled, refashioned DVT X. Came out about 20 years ago. For fairly cheap. Mostly it's a collector's edition right now, but it has a good tread on it. And it's in images again.
It's a fucking tank.
That looks like it would be so much fun.
It really does. It's just like when Paul Blart Mall Cop goes to war.
Exactly.
World Cup's tank.
Or if you want something more steady, I can get you
Take the tank.
Let's see what the other thing is, but if it's not interesting, I'm gonna take the tank. So I could imagine kitting that out with all sorts of fun things as well.
Yep. 1 second.
Imagine chasing celebrities in that. Are you pregnant? Snap, 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 snap. Is the roll
Have a
of...
fucking GoPro to the front of it.
You're wearing a little army hat. Army helmet.
Fuck that. Wearing a fucking one of those newspaper boys hats. Go real old school.
There's nowhere you can run.
I can physically drive faster than you run.
They jump a small fence. Curses!
I drive up that fucking fence.
You drive through it. I'm a media machine.
Totally make it so kitted so that it can like grab onto walls, like drive up them.
That sounds... I'm pretty sure the hoverboard could do it.
Yeah, but but if you want the tank, we should...
I don't think that's science.
Fuck science.
I mean, at this point, really.
Hoverboards, I'd meant to go up more than like what 10 inches off the floor or something like that. They don't go up higher.
I'm trying to find this image I found earlier, but now I can't find it again.
That's the only... So let's just say that's the only offer you got, besides the normal one.
Yep. If you come back later, if you give me some more time, I can probably find some... poke around for more interesting items as well. But these are the only two I can get right now that seem to fit your criteria.
I'd appreciate you looking around, though. That truck-looking thing is is interesting. If nothing else pops up,
You'll nod. I'll set aside for you and make some orders.
I appreciate that.
Anyways, can I get you any tea? Anything else?
Sure. What do you have?
Would you prefer a green, oolong, herbal, black?
Do you have a mango tea? I'm kind of feeling something fruity.
Fruity. He'll touch the top of this display. It'll spin around several times as he uses his other hand to key in something in a small pad at the surface, and it'll eventually stop on a selection of teas. And he'll say, "I have a black pineapple tea. I do have a mango-based herbal tea that uses dried mangoes as well as the actual flower. I have a green papaya tea, and then I have a green tropical blend."
The green papaya does sound nice.
How?
He'll-
Why do you carry so much tea?
Because, my dear, tea is the nectar of life. And he says this all seriousness.
Personally, I'm more of a coffee guy, but
Yeah, I think coffee is more...
it's all caffeine
Well,
in the
well,
end.
no, it's...
He just shakes his head at that.
Well, okay. Coffee is the fuel of life. You need coffee to live, but the tea... The tea is
It's the flavor of life.
Yes.
or something like that.
Anyways,
I don't know. I drink diner tea,
he'll give a
kind of coffee.
um smile, and um as he does so, you swear to God his teeth are so pearly white they shine just for a second, as he just gives out a laugh and goes, "Well, I suppose each to their own. Now come, friends. I believe you want to um go and shoot some stuff."
I did.
And
I look back to the to the. I look back at Morgan. You want to shoot something?
I really don't, but I suppose I can watch.
I mean, are you even
You don't
thinking?
want me. You don't want to see me shoot something. Trust me.
Would that out of character? Would that trigger his things if he just shot a gun?
It is technically a violent act.
I mean, it's not. You're just like putting a hole in a target. I wouldn't
it
say it is.
really is up to them.
Is it
Really up to
violent?
the plane.
I consider it a violent act, but then again, I wouldn't consider stealing a violent act. So
Stealing is absolutely a violent act.
depends entirely on what you're stealing.
Anything.
Well, agree to disagree.
It's
Anyways, he'll clap his hands and start leading you two into the back. But he will, before this, give you your tea. Because he has nice hot water always ready. And he'll lead you into the back. So he's going to lead you guys through the back. Christine, Bowser is coming with us.
as long as he doesn't touch me, we're fine.
Mario's
He'll
gonna
wag
try and
his-
like
He'll wag
walk
his
next to
tail.
Bowser.
He'll
And, like,
basically stand up when you guys start walking into the back. Wag his tail. Start walking up to Christine. Stop halfway. Tilt his head. Sniff. And then turn and walk towards Morgan.
Morgan
And
will-
basically goes full on to the crotch. Sniff.
Morgan's gonna crouch when she starts going for the crutch, so she gets like in face height instead.
Alright. So Morgan will just come to the face and be all wagging tails, going new person, friend, pat me.
And Morgan's definitely gonna give her like voraciously happy pets, like you know
Bowser's
those
a boy.
ruffling the neck and all that shit.
Bowser's a boy. Out of character.
Okay, but you also called Bowser Morgan right before, so.
No, I said more. Bowser's going up to Morgan. But
You
whatever.
did, but it's fine. It doesn't matter.
I'm gonna like after the dog walks away, I'm gonna look at Krieg. Not to offend, but can you can you keep him away from me, please?
You're not a dog person.
To Creed. Oh yeah, I have bad memories.
Well, I'll just have to take all his attention then. How much I must suffer. As a continuous like fucking pet the dog.
Thank you.
Well, there we have it. And he'll smile and go, "Relax. Bowser doesn't come into the gunfiring range anyways. It would hurt his little ears."
Can't have that now, can we?
I was just about to say that.
As he walks along, he'll lead you a bit more circuitous route. And you guys, as you realize, are walking back here, you realize he's leading you through this huge warehouse that's in the back. Like, huge.
What is the rent on this place?
And he'll say, just give a sly smile and say, I got a really good deal. Don't worry about it.
Do you like do most of your
Uh,
does how do you do like most of your stuff online or something?
I do a little, quite a bit. I do a bit online. However, I have been in the city for quite some time, and I have built up quite a quite a. He rolls his hand and says, "Well, let's go with a network."
All
In
right then.
fact, the organization we were both you and me are acquainted with was selling to long before they actually recruited me.
Really? Huh.
Didn't know it was an actual organization back then, but they've been around for quite some time apparently.
I guess so.
And he'll just give a little wink as he walks on down. But as he does so, he'll stop suddenly, go, "One moment, please," duck into one of the areas, comes back real quickly. He has a peach in his hand, um, or two peaches in his hand, and he says, "These are straight from a fresh harvest down towards San Diego. They were just shipped up this morning." And then he'll turn to Morgan and say, "You want to see something cool?"
Sure.
And he'll whistle and go, "Bowser, look what I got! Look what I got!" And Bowser instantly perks up as he sees the peach. And he'll just toss it into the air, and Bowser will catch the whole peach in his mouth and start chewing on it as he
He
starts walking down.
he eats peaches.
Why do you think I named him Bowser?
Hey.
Oh my gosh.
He used to sneak into my neighbor's yard all the time just to climb the tree and eat the peaches.
Like your dog climbs trees.
Oh
Yeah.
man, bro.
That's more impressive than them eating peaches.
Christy, still kind of, she doesn't look at Bowser with like any kind of comfort, but she kind of, because that is really fucking cute. So she's going. Can can I toss him one?
He'll hand you the other peach.
And so I just like, what do I do? I just whistle at him or
Yeah, just call his name.
uh,
And
Bowser.
Bowser looks up, tilts his head. His muzzle is covered in peach juice. And there's a little peach hanging out of his mouth. But he'll see the other peach. Drop the discarded, the small discarded pit he was chewing on. Look at you like it's another peach, it's another peach. He does that little thing where he prances with his front legs. You know what I'm talking about? When
Yeah,
dogs get really
yeah,
excited.
that's fucking adorable.
And his tail is just wagging 10 miles an hour.
And yeah, I'm gonna awkwardly, nervously toss the peach.
Now, is this an awkward, nervous toss forgetting about your strength, or an awkward, nervous toss controlling your strength?
Controlling my strength, of course I can control
Alright.
my. I'm not gonna belt your dog with a peach.
Yeah. So you toss the peach up into the air, and Bowser just launches himself off the ground to grab the peach in midair.
It was like basically to his face. It wasn't gonna like go over him.
Okay. So he'll just grab the peach. Um, his mouth will just launch out and he'll grab the peach, and the entire peach just goes into his mouth, and you see him look up at you, and you just see the skin of the peach in between the mouth like a smile.
That's
You know how dogs have
yeah.
do that with tennis balls? He does that with a peach.
It's fucking cute. And also terrifying.
Best doggo.
Will this dog melt my heart? Maybe.
Probably.
So he's now going to follow at a distance. Follow Christine, wagging his tail, because she just gave him a peach.
And so I have been replaced.
I mean, he's right next to you too.
He will-
But now he's no longer paying me attention, which is the important bit.
Holy shit! Well, would Bowser cause me to resolve my thing at least halfway?
Maybe.
For regular dogs, maybe.
Oh my gosh, that'd be hilarious.
I will say this, out of character, if Parent survives, Bowser's getting merit points as he becomes a retainer.
What does retainer mean again?
He has his own dice pool.
Ah. Cool.
So,
Anyways,
I'm
yes,
going to lead you again through this winding place. There is on the it's fairly like large. It's fairly industrial looking. There is at one point we pass one of those cranes that's attached, sci-fi cranes that is attached to the top roof on a track.
How high up is
And
it?
He'll about a story.
Chrissy's gonna look at it. That's really high up.
There are like that many shelves.
Huh. Hey, you might. I'm sorry, I'm such a child. I'm not gonna do it. Never mind.
Do you want to ride on the?
No, I was thinking of if I could actually reach it.
You probably can. I mean, it's high. It's not that high though.
Oh, cause. All right, stand back. Just stand back for a second.
He'll blink, step back, and go. Please don't break my crane.
I'm not. I'm just gonna smack it. And you see her just like. Not a lot like a normal person's effort to jump, but she's gonna like basically get like to like make like if it's a story up, she's gonna like basically go over it a little bit. Like, oh, too much, and land back down with a loud thud. Like, oh, that was fun. I haven't got to do that in a while.
I inspect my floor.
Are you calling
Then
me
give
fat,
us-
sir?
Small nod, and go. Nothing like that. Just there's a lot of metal there.
You just see a shitty grin on her face. I'm not heavy, just springy.
Really, then?
Anyways, let's go.
What? All Teflon?
Aluminum foil.
Aluminum?
Entire thing.
I would be lying if I told you I knew exactly. It's a mix of things. Anyways, let's go shoot some guns.
So he'll lead you back into a small makeshift gun range. It's mainly a cleared out, walled off section of the warehouse that has several. The back is heavily reinforced with a small wall, small section where you can stand, and then several dummies that have um or you know what? This is no, this is sci-fi universe. It's doesn't have dummies. It has several hollow projectors with hit sensitive laser grids.
Oh, you got the hollow targets.
Yes.
Man, the station doesn't even have these.
Whoa. And he'll give a small grin and go, "Well, the station doesn't have the connections have."
Man. Hey, what kind of shot are you?
He'll tilt his hand back and forth. I know it my way around Magnum, a Desert Eagle, and those sorts of guns. You gotta know something if you're going to sell them.
Hey,
But
have you ever shot one of these and she's gonna like pull out of her holster the Smith& Wesson 500, which is just a big fucking revolver, like a hunting revolver for like.
he'll
This is a whole new world for me.
he'll scratch his head and goes, "I can't say I've ever shot that particular gun, but he'll walk up to a small safe, or not even a small safe, a gun cabinet. I believe you are partially familiar with my type of my preferred weapon," he says with a wink as he pulls out what seems to be a long, futuristic looking sniper rifle. The AS 50 sniper rifle, which it's long, sleek, made out of chrome with several different with several different attachments. Um, as he pulls this out, you realize, oh, that's probably why he has a such reinforced backing on this place, as this thing tends to fire API rounds,
Why?
armor
Why?
piercing incendiary rounds.
Why though? What do you? What? You know what? I mean, still, why
And
though?
when he'll blink and go, "Why, for power core members, of course." And that's when it hits you about the sniper who hit someone with an API round.
Wait. Oh, that was. You know, that was you. Yeah. That day at the shop.
Of course, babe.
Don't don't bait me. But anyways, I'm spoken for. I don't like that talk. But anyways, uh, so like, I'm gonna be honest with you. That day when I was interrogating you guys, I was so looking for a reason to book you guys.
And then, look what would have happened. We would have never gotten to know each other. You would have never gone a potentially new, nice, big boomstick.
I mean,
And I would have been deprived. Well, I wouldn't mind because I would have gone more. I would have gone to know more wonderful people.
we would have had a great conversation while you're in the back of my squad car. She gives a shitting grin.
He's really trying hard not to flirt with you. He sees the engagement band and he respects that, but his default mode is to flirt.
Anyways, you want to... So,
Alright.
I've shown you mine. You've shown me yours. You want to try it? And she kind of like, by the barrel, she holds it up to you.
He raises his eyebrow. Oh, you're talking about the Smith & Wesson.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll take it.
Now, doing this, you're agreeing to let me shoot the rifle, right?
Of course.
Ooh. I feel the weight on this. It's so nice.
That one is, when you shoot it, it's a +3 equipment bonus and 8 against. As well as it ignores durability and armor for objects.
Now, it's
vehicles.
automatic, right? Or semi-auto, right?
It's single shot.
Oh, so what's his loading?
It's a sniper rifle.
Yeah. So it doesn't have a clip? Hang on, I had a picture pulled up.
It has five
Yeah.
shots.
Yeah, so when you pull the trigger, it fires.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a semi-auto. Come on, mate.
Well, I'm going off of. I will say this: I'm going off of. When you say semi-auto, I'm going off Chronicle rules, which is semi-auto is semi-burst, medium burst.
No, I meant in
But
real
yeah,
life.
It's semi-auto in real life.
All right. I'm gonna like line up a shot on a target. I guess I'm just gonna roll firearms dex.
Yep.
And 8 again.
And +3.
Yes.
By the way, when he opened the cabinet, you saw a variety of other guns, and strangely enough, what looks to be some sort of composite longbow.
No!
He'll give a wry smile as he fire and just completely miss the shot.
Wow, the scope
And
was
goes-
not set for that range.
He'll go, yeah, it has. Sure, it has a big kick. I know. As he's going to try firing your gun.
It's
Any modifiers?
It's 9. No, wait, it was, but we've changed that, so it's no. But it's big, so
He'll look at it and then go, and then he'll just look at you and then go.
we look at each other just.
The scope is definitely not balanced for this gun.
What was that for?
Huh?
Pure and roll a dexterity composure.
Oh, oops, I messed up. Let me roll again. That was supposed to be firearms.
No, you already rolled a.
No, I didn't.
Oh, that was you. Okay.
Yeah. Let's actually see what my roll was.
But, oh,
Haha!
we should go with the first one though, because it was way funnier.
Nope. He actually gives you this look. Just takes your gun, aims it, looks at you, gives you a wink, slowly turns back, and fires.
You should roll a strength to make sure you actually like don't hit yourself in the face with it.
What's the strength requirement?
Now it's a 50 cal. That's a 50 caliber handgun. So 4.
I'll spend willpower to keep it good.
Cheater.
Look, if I had known that before, it would have been a -1 to my shot.
Hmm. Beginner's luck, I guess. She's gonna pout.
Would you like another shot?
How many holograms are up there?
3.
She's gonna get this like annoyed determination, and she's gonna first she's gonna shoot the You know what? That was my warm up shot. Warm up shot. Here's the real one.
Hold up, he says as he takes the gun. He asks for the gun back,
Hands it back.
and he'll empty the clip and give you a fresh clip. He goes, "Those rounds cost me a leg and an arm,"
Hmm.
and he'll put them away.
Yeah, I know how that feels. Grin. Uh. So what's
And
the
then
burst
he'll
fire
gesture
rules
back.
for what's the burst fire rules?
Burst fire.
Yeah. Let me make sure it applies to this.
The sniper rifle can't burst fire.
Well, wait, because I have a thing. Okay.
Burst fire is normally you use up a bunch of rounds.
When using a lever
You take
action,
them-
pump action, or semi-automatic firearm. I guess so. In the book, it's not. It's a single shot.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 No, I would have to be if it was already capable of burst fire. I could shoot it as if it was automatic. So never mind. So, yeah. Okay. So
Because burst fire, medium burst or short burst fire takes 5 rounds. Medium burst fire takes 10 rounds. Long burst round takes I think 20 rounds.
wait a minute.
Or let me double check that.
Oh my god! I accidentally clicked resolve dexterity. Oh well, I'm keeping it. But it didn't actually change. So that was the wrong.
Yeah.
That was the wrong thing. But I'm keeping it
You have
because it's
to-
funnier.
We really need to double check when we fire stuff
Yeah, because
or roll stuff because
I
this
should have had a
thing
lot
is-
more dice. Anyways, now for real this time. Because so she gets like this annoyed determination and she shoots. You said +3?
Yeah.
Oh wait, I have actually 4 because I have a +1. Yeah, 5 successes on that first shot, so right between the eyes. And then I'm gonna shoot the next guy, the guy next to it, the hologram next to it.
Alright.
So yeah, both between the eyes, like rapid, No way, I can. Go. Then I'm gonna like set it next to me, like give you a grin, like try that.
Alright. He'll slowly raise the gun, but glance up as Morgan heads out,
Oh, is Morgan leaving?
apparently.
Oh,
And then he'll still try with this gun before miss. He goes, well, this one's not quite my cup of tea. Before he'll um, walk over um, to the cabinet again, pick out what looks to be not as big as your um, your Smith and Wesson handgun, but a gun, a normal sized gun, but with an oversized barrel
Mm.
that looks very futuristic.
Speaking of futuristic and oversized barrel, I should also probably. Oh, I should probably actually shoot that shotgun since I'm here.
And he goes, "This is more my cup of tea." And he'll take this gun,
I also hand you back
aim
your
with it
rifle. Oh,
as
oh.
um as he takes aim with it, um it will open into four prongs with electric, or the barrel will split into four sections, and you can see electricity gathering inside. And then he'll fire and hit all three targets at once.
You see her jaw drop.
As the electricity just seems to spread and jump out from all three things.
Would I recognize this gun? Oh yeah,
No,
Vulture. I mean,
I don't know if you would. It's a Alf character. It's a special thing I got from
okay, yeah. So it's
War.
not. There's no catalog for this. This is special.
Yes,
Okay, so
yes.
what is that?
Um, I've been calling it um shock and awe. It's it's an electromagnet um electro no, electroshock dispenser. Think of it as an oversized stun gun at times. However, you can
If I had tear ducts, I'd be crying. It's beautiful.
however you can um overcharge it to give it a particularly powerful punch if you know the right trick.
That's that's fucking beautiful.
I'll just wink, and by the way, I should roll.
What are you rolling?
Manipulation subterfuge here,
For what?
because that wasn't the actual gun that did that.
I guess I have to
That
roll
was
a.
my
I guess I have to roll
yeah,
wits empathy.
probably.
Yeah,
That was purely my um. By the way, take -1 on that.
Yeah.
I'll just add +1 to my thing. Oh, you. All right, I see what happened. My thing was being not showing up.
So
So tie goes to the defender.
I
So
raise it.
you get the idea that I'm not being 100% truthful, but you're not sure what I was holding back on.
See an eyebrow raise. Just shrug. Well, anyways,
Out
that's
of character. You out of character. That was my electrokinesis.
actually I don't think my character even knows you have that power. To be honest.
No one knows I have that power
Yeah. So
because no one asked, and why would Perrin go around going, "Hey, I can fire electricity"?
infinite power.
Yeah.
Well, that's neat. But I think we should probably get to the coup de grace that we came here for.
He'll go, yes. Mr. Boomy. And he'll gesture to the um, gun
Uh,
and go, "One moment, please," as he'll type something into the wall so the holograms will come much closer. Now, this thing is the no, sawed off, so unfortunately, while it packs a bigger punch than most shotguns, it has a shorter range.
yeah, but I do like to get a close and personal cock shotgun, as she like, and when she loads this thing, she loads it stupid fast, like.
Bow chicka wow wow.
I love that. I love that pump action sound. So she's just gonna now. Does this thing let you shoot both barrels at once?
And that counts as a short, medium burst, so it's a +2 dice when you do that.
I was asking in character.
Oh, yes. It has a double trigger, if you'll look right down there.
Extra freedom dispensing. See here. What's the gauge on this thing? I'm looking because I think I would know.
I didn't put the gauge. You can make up the gauge.
10.
10 gauge.
You know, I've been really wanting to get my hands on a 10 gauge because I've always been partial to heavier rounds. As she says this, she's not gonna like line it up like a sane person. No, she's literally just gonna one hand it and just. I think I already put the stats in for Mr. Boomy in the. Yep. Hang on. I guess it's now officially. Yep. So it's 9 again.
Yep. Even though I'm convinced rolling 9s again in this is a curse. Because 8 again, 9 again always seem to fail.
They do. And that's a plus 1. It's plus 1. So,
Woo!
that's pretty good. That's 4 lethal, wasn't it? Yeah.
What are you talking about? That is 7 lethal.
Oh, shit. Oh, it adds together. Shit.
Yes.
And then I'm gonna do it again on the target next to it. Like, like with just one hand, by the way. Did it not roll? Come on. No, I have to do it again. Oh, there it is.
Claps in thorough enjoyment as he watches you wreck these 2 hollow targets.
You see her
And
just
the
look at
hollow targets do this whole cartoon "Ah!" as they sink to the ground.
You see her just get wide eye and look at the gun, and she holds it in like both hands, staring at it like admiringly. She's like, It's fucking amazing.
You like it?
Yeah, I mean, it's a, it's okay. I mean, I've shot how
He'll
much?
raise an eyebrow.
How much?
Well,
Because I do have a gun budget.
normally it'd probably be beyond your price range. But given that you're in hip deep with um Section 9, what and other stuff, and then he'll gesture down to your ring. Why don't we call it a wedding present?
Before you get the reaction, she's gonna run up and hug you. Like, thank you so much. And it's gonna be a little too tight.
He'll pat her on the back, like a good grandpa would, and then he'll just smile and go, "Tell you what, just bring it back whenever you need it modded."
Right, right, right. Which, by the way, you said targeting assist.
Targeting assist. Like I said, it's a program that came attached with that. It's meant to be put into goggles, but I believe your eyes can handle the program as well.
Oh yeah,
I can
easily.
get it up and going right away. It's will allow you to it'll assist in auto aiming out of character. That's basically
Yeah, I take the aim action
you
as a
get
bonus action.
yeah,
I already,
yes,
yeah, for when we actually did the bunker thing, I already had that
yeah.
equipped.
All right, and he'll get out the a little tray. It has a little jack. It's a little um actually what he'll do is he'll get a little um like a jack cable, attach it to one side of the gun. He'll open up a little panel inside the gun and then offer you the other side of the jack.
You know, I never thought about where a jack would go, so I'm gonna do the funniest thing. You see her take the cable? Now you're gonna think this is weird, but and you see her just shove it in her mouth. Like you see her like move around her mouth around a little bit, and then you see a connection beep.
Really a unique place for cable.
Well, it's like, where else would I put it? You
I've
don't.
known a couple that actually have a couple folks who have cybernetic eyes and they have it in the eye.
But that'd be gross.
Rolls the eye completely around.
Oh God, that'd be
I also
horrible.
know a couple who, I mean, in most sci-fi things, you've got it in the back of the ear. Does your character even have ears?
Yeah, she has ears.
All right.
They don't serve a huge purpose, but they help a little bit. Yeah, she's got all the parts. It's just
So once the thing finishes downloading, he'll take the jack back, kind of hold it far from him, and put it in a small baggie.
yeah.
Uh,
Wait, just because I had it in my mouth?
yes. Actually,
You,
no, he won't be that squeamish.
like
He has
you.
plenty of things that go into women's mouth.
You know, I don't.
So it'll
You
just
know, yeah, I
take it.
literally can't have diseases, right?
This is true. But he won't hold it squeamishly. He'll just take it and put it to the side, as he says, "Right, that should it should be up and functional. If you would like to try,
So how does it work? Do I just grab the gun?
grab the gun. You should be able to call up the interface menu from your eyes.
Oh wow, what an annoying logo.
Oh, that's the default jack. You can, or the default crosshair. You can. There are several custom ones for selection, and you can always find other customizations.
Hmm. No, no. That's just why would you even have that? No, you just see her like staring at a wall. Just no, no, no. Wait, that's cute. I like it.
Yeah,
Okay, yes.
look, some guys want to shoot through between the legs. He says with a raw smile as he guesses which one you're going. Why would you have that?
I swear men are fucking pigs.
Thank you.
I mean, I
Oink
guess
oink.
hypothetically I'm also a pig, but different kind. But oh, look at that. And she kind of starts waving it around. She kind of like points at like the targets and she just kind of like I could use it as a freaking laser pointer. But a deadly one. Oh, this one has a trailing effect. She starts like moving really quickly, like, heh. Nice. But yeah, dude, this is amazing.
Um, he'll nod and go, I'm glad you're, or he'll go, how would he, he's draw, as he nods, he'll go, well, now that's over. Fuck yeah. As he seems to completely drop the salesperson mode, rub his hair back, go, alright, I take it you don't want anything else, so I'm going to ditch the proper speak for a bit. So, I gotta ask, how'd you, what got you into the whole Section 9 shit? And it's very much like a completely different person.
She kind of gives you a blank stare, like, wow, that was a 360. But yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's the same with everybody. I got a creepy letter.
Yeah, but most people have this whole defining moment with the supernaturals.
You see her kind of like the joy kind of leaves her face.
Ah, that type of thing. Alright, I won't press.
No, it's fine. Look, kind of puts the gun down. You notice you notice how I wasn't really okay with your dog?
Yeah,
Yeah, I used to.
cool, it's cool.
Yes, they told me I was crazy for a long time, but uh, no wait. If I tell you mine, are you gonna tell me yours?
Teeters back and forth as he thinks it over. Um, then finally sighs and goes, yeah,
All right.
just, it can't leave this room.
No, it won't. I'm a cop. We usually don't talk about our shit, but 5 years ago, I was there were several of us. We were doing a raid Just normal drugged in, bunch of druggies, the same old shit. Everything was going normal. Kick the door down to everybody get on the floor. You know, so far we hadn't found anybody. We were doing a sweep. We all entered as one room, and it was like a sleazy. It was a sleazy room. Nothing particular. And then she starts kind of audibly choking up. The back door swung open, and it all happened really, really quick. Before I knew it, my friend Layla, it had already cleaved her head off, and it just tore through us all. You know that oddly enough, you know that movie RoboCop?
He'll nod slowly.
When they found me after that, they you could argue there was barely enough of me to make an actual person. So I went to therapy for a few years, but because my only report was I saw what could only be described as a fucking werewolf, and I knew what I saw, but they kept telling me I was hallucinating and it was PTSD. So they never caught the guy either, or they caught the thing. So God, he could still be out there. I don't know, but I guess that's why Section 9 tracked me down. Because I got ripped apart by a werewolf.
He'll nod slowly, take a deep breath, stand up, walk out of the room. Then he'll eventually walk back in after like a minute and place a small box in front of you. When it opens up, it has 4 10-gauge slugs in it. They are, what are they called again?
Silvered?
Not, yes, but it's more silver pellets.
Buckshot?
So, yeah, it's a silver buckshot. It'll go, I don't know if this will help, but I had these ordered once I learned all this junk was real. I figured I might have to take a werewolf on one of these days. You might have to have more need of it. I only have 4 of these. They're expensive to make, but each one has enough ancestral silver to take cover the range of that gun.
Oh, dude, you don't have to. You've given me a whole fucking gun. You don't need to give me that much.
Oh no, you misunderstand. I will be charging you for these.
Ah,
Says with a raw smile.
ah, good, because I
Then
was.
he goes, right. Stands up, stretches, and then goes, right. You told me your story. I might as well tell you mine. So, like I said, I was vaguely aware of Section 8 before they recruited me. This was because for a couple of months about a year actually worth. I had been getting this other hunting group. This what I guess Section 8 is calling us cells coming through my
9.
store. Section 9, yeah. Section 9 is calling cells coming through my store. These got um I don't know if Chuck and his boys are still around, but for a while they were coming to my store, uh, picking up little goods, weaponry like you, and other strange stuff. And the more and more I got to know them, the more and more trusting they became. And they tended to come to me when they needed the more exotic goods. You gotta say, that's what I do, he says with a small shrug. Anyways, so one day, they asked me to get this artifact, this weird little Incan relic. They
Oh
pay me a
shit.
fair amount. I am able to talk with the collector, convince him to sell. I'm acting as a middleman. I get the I item, easy peasy. My boys put a rush order through shipping, and next thing I know, I have this item. Well, turns out what they forgot to tell me is they wanted it nice and quiet like, right?
Right.
Because some fucked up cultist wanted this item as well. So my store was attacked by this group of cultists while I was in, and the hunters were about half an hour or 15 minutes away. So the hunters get to the store just in time to see me. And I'm not going to actually roll for this because I want it to be dramatic. Do this, he says, as he lets out a hand, and electricity arcs from his hand, hitting all three targets.
Your eyes just widen like you.
And as he does that, his eyes turn an electric blue, and there's just electricity crawling up his body.
You're.
I'm what you would call an electrokinesis.
She
Are
looks at the targets. Looks. Her head's going like 100 miles an hour. What the fuck? What the? You're fucking Emperor Palpatine.
He gives a small laugh and goes, I'd hardly say I'm that ugly.
Holy shit! But you actually have like an actual fucking. You're like a fucking superhero. What? That's. What? You have actual fucking superpower from like an actual like ancient. Bro, what?
He gives a small shrug and goes, can't really say where it comes from. I've always been able to do it.
Wait. Looks at you. Did you cheat with that gun?
The gun is more of an assist.
No, you cheated with the gun. You're not that good of a. Ah,
Gives a small shrug again.
you fucking ham. But you can just zap shit. Like, does it hurt or does it?
It doesn't hurt unless I'm really trying. I can. How should I put this? If I focus enough, it seems to chew away at me. Seems to damage me if I do it too much, or I
Hmm.
do it, or if I need to really hurt something.
So where does it actually like come from? Like, does it just happen?
Before it was simple. I had to draw it from a socket. I had to draw the electricity from a socket, from lights around me, from some source. Now, more recently, and he hold up his hand as you see electric sparks jump from fingertip to fingertip. Seems to manifest through my own will.
Hmm. Hang on 1 second, and you're gonna see her eyes turn like she's gonna blink, and her eyes are gonna be like a shade of yellow. It's like summon a little more. I want to see where this is
Go
actually
do
like,
so.
because I'm using my electro senses. So like, would I just see it actually come out of nowhere?
Yeah,
Dude, yeah. It's like,
out of character, it's a psychic manifestation.
oh, so it come from your brain?
Out of nowhere, basically.
Oh yeah. Dude, yeah. Like I'm not seeing like I can see all your My eyes have I can track electrical currents with my eyes. It's weird seeing people's like pulses and shit, but yeah, dude, I'm not like it's just popping out of nowhere. That's You're a fucking wizard, dude. You're like
You'll
Gandalf the
get the
Electric.
rest of my.
Wait, can you like charge like iPhones and shit?
Oh, that's easy. I just need to know what the wattage is, and then my own power source.
Have you accidentally blown up a phone before?
Yes,
I can imagine there's a few good stories about you fucking up with that.
I've. Trust me, it wasn't easy. I had
Hmm.
no clue where this power came from. The only people who could tell me died a long time ago.
Hmm.
It took a lot of training, but I've seemed to get most of it under control. Once in a while, when I feel really drained or I've used it too much, I seem to lose a bit of control over it. That's when things get bad.
Hmm.
But that has not happened for a long time. I keep control, and because I keep control, I fucking rock.
I mean, hell, you're like fucking. I swear, if we gave you a hammer, you'd literally be Thor.
He raises an eyebrow and says, "Do you have the internet on that thing?"
Y- what, you mean my body?
He nods.
I mean, yeah, of course.
I want you to go look up the name Perrin. Perun.
Perun?
Yeah.
I'm looking. Hello. Oh, so you're. Wait, is, is this a coincidence, or did you actually. Is is that a fucking stage name, or is this an act? Is that your actual name?
I don't know my actual name. I gave myself the name Perrin. Seemed appropriate.
What do you mean you don't know your actual name?
My parents died when I was very young.
Oh. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Gives a small shrug. I grew up on this. Drifted from um drifted from foster family to foster family for a while. Nothing ever really worked out. No one really wanted a kid that electrical problems always seem to happen around. Computers would malfunction, phones would short circuit, power would randomly go out.
That's
Eventually, I got the reputation as bad luck, a jinx, and fell through the cracks. Spent most of my teenage years on the streets. Along the
that's
way, I took on the name Perrin. Hell, even my last name is a play on my powers. Come now. You really? How many people do you know have the last name of Voltrix? Literally a Volt.
that's wow. Yeah. Huh. Well, I
Neil
mean,
bite his lip for a sec, as if he's thinking about one more thing to tell you. And then he'll sigh and go, one more thing.
raise his eyebrow.
If we're sharing, how old do you think I am?
I mean, I don't know. You're kind of a weird mix. You're like, you have just kind of get to take some more awkward posture. I mean, you're fit, but you're like, you're graying, so like
Come on, take a wild guess. I won't be offended.
45, good middle ground.
I'm 85.
What the fuck? You're 80. You're 85. How? Dude, you're like, what are you doing? How do you maintain that?
Sighs and goes, I don't know. I honestly have been looking for an answer all my life. But I just don't seem to age like a normal human. I don't know if it's my electrokinesis or something else.
I mean,
I've met other psychokinesis, and they don't seem to have the same thing as I do. I age slower than most people.
I mean, I guess if we were to science this, which I don't think science applies here since you're making and you're hypothetically creating electricity, so science is already out the window. But if we were to science this, I'd say from watching enough Discovery Channel, maybe like because you are basically generating your own energy, that your cells aren't being like as worn out as they normally be when they're running on your own power. So because you're getting like all this free energy and crap, your body is just not being as wore out as a normal person's. But that's just the best I could think.
Gives a small shrug.
But I
I
mean,
find that I've been questioning this my entire life, but at some point you just have to accept things as they are.
I mean, yeah, I feel that. Huh.
I will tell you this: ever since getting involved in Section 9, that serum they've given me,
Hmm.
it's done a lot to relieve an itch I never knew I had.
Hmm.
Feel more at peace than I've ever have. That right there, though, is what's really got me worried.
Really, just giving everybody serums. They haven't given me anything particular. I mean, I take this medicine in my arm, but I've been doing that for years.
Don't actually believe they're giving I know they are giving a lady named Cassandra's serum. The tattooed chick.
Yeah.
But that's the only other individual I'm aware of that's receiving this. Oh, no, sorry. Her and. Do you know the guy who wears the wolf mask helmet?
Don't remind me.
Havoc? He is also on the serum. So there's a couple of fuckers like me. At the same time, ain't like me. I tried asking around, tried hinting at, and none of them have my same unique dis
I mean,
unique age requirements.
hmm. She kind of looks at you. So you ever thought about being a superhero?
He gives a small laugh. Get shot at for a living? I'm already getting shot at. At least I'm getting paid for it.
Fair, fair. I mean, shit. There's like, it's that guy. You know, speaking of superheroes, you know that guy Caden is basically a superhero.
Rich fucker.
Dude, he's actually Batman. Like he keeps like he gets all serious like I'm not Batman, but no, he's pretty much Batman, dude. He's got a fucking Batcave.
Laugh and goes, well, if there ain't proof that the rich folks have too much money.
Dude, rich people have way too much money. Like rich
And
people.
don't get me wrong, I'm kind of wealthy myself, but I ain't that wealthy.
Swear, rich people. Honestly, being rich is a fucking superpower in of itself. Like, look, I bust this kid the other day, right? I busted him for like owning a synth. Like, I mean, of course, you know, I'm not a synth, but also I associate with them because, like, you know, obvious reasons, and also that shit just ain't cool. Because what is this, like the South? No. So yeah, I go up. So of course I book him, but he turns, which he had a lot of shit going on. He tried to fight me, but I mean, she kind of flexes her arm, like, yeah, no, that wasn't happening. So I book him, and I swear, the kid should have been put away for like at least 5 years. But no, freaking lawyer comes in and makes us all sign a waiver because he was apparently some rich brat.
He'll nod and go, let me tell you something. In my years of experience, the poor get poorer, the rich get richer.
Hmm.
It's been like that for years, and it's only gone worse and worse. Hell, just look around.
Oh, you don't have to
Look
tell
back.
me.
If you look back, only 50 years ago, this country used to be free. Now, about 80% of the folks here aren't even technically US citizens anymore. They're citizens of one of the triple A's. Hell, Modoc alone owns half the civilians around here. Then there's the power core shit.
Didn't you guys put a?
Ever
She gets kind of serious for a second. Didn't you guys put a tracker on one of those power cores?
thinks for a second and goes, yeah, I believe we did.
Who has the access to that?
Banks would have it.
I need to get with him. I have some, because I remember I have some business with that individual. And she kind of, you see her eyes glance to the gun for a second.
Frowns and goes, "Don't be going shooting my partner."
Not, not him. No. Look. She's gonna lean in. That SOB tried to bomb me in front of my house.
Right, with a bubblegum bomb.
Yeah, so
I get it, I get
yeah.
it.
Just can't have that shit now, can we?
And then, look, he'll give you, scribble down, or he'll get out his cell phone and give you Rexford's number, or Mr. Banks' number, Nathan Banks' number,
Hmm.
and he'll go, "Look, Banks is a good chap. He's a bit stiff, but honestly, there's no one else in the group that I'd like having watch my back. He's like you, in a manner of speaking, a synth."
Well, Borg, but yeah.
Borg.
Yeah, I mean, I was born in a small town, not in a factory, so.
Gives a small shrug.
But not like
All
I
these
actually.
newfangled.
Yeah.
He says, almost jokingly, "All these newfangled slang terms. So much to keep up with an old man like me."
At least you don't make the Windows startup sound every time you wake up in the morning.
He'll nod slowly and go, "Well, anything else I can
Uh,
help you with for today?"
nah, but we should definitely do this again. This was fun.
"Anytime you want to come by the shop, I always have new gear.
Hmm.
Even if you're not looking to buy, you could always use a good test run through."
Hmm. Gotta afford. You gotta afford your, you gotta find something to pay for those dentures. She kind of gives you another grin.
He'll just tap his teeth. 100% real, mate.
Hmm.
Good dental hygiene. That's the key.
Who
Then
needs.
being the god of electricity, he says as he walks out of the room.
Fucking.
And he says it in such a manner that you can't tell if he's serious or not.
Rolls eyes. And I think on that note, I think we should cut it. Because,
Yep.
alright, so, thank you. Oh, hang on. 1 second. Do the outro.
Thank you, players, for playing, and thank you, watchers, for watching. And that means you especially, bot. Bye.